Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1982 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Boston Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers at Tigers Stadium. On the mound for the Red Sox today is Mike Chris, whose record is 7-3 with a 3.65 ERA. And pitching for the Tigers today is Tom Filer, whose record is 4-2 with a 3.75 ERA. Okay, we had a pretty solid game yesterday, winning 5-4 over the Red Sox. It was tied at 4, and in the bottom of the 8th, Kirk Gibson hit his team-leading 19th home run, and that was good enough for the Tigers to hang on. We had Roger Weaver come in and pitch the last inning in the third, and so he was the recipient of the victory. And so we have 2 more games left in this series, and those are the last 2 games we're going to play against any team in the American League East. After that, it is all the American League West the rest of the way. So we need to make these 2 games count before we go on the road trip to Arlington and to Seattle. So let's go ahead and get started with today's game. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel, please. That's nice of you. I appreciate that. Tom Filer on the mound today. Only 10 plate appearances of the Red Sox that are in the current lineup. So not a lot to go on there. All of the bullpen is available. Even Roger Weaver after going an inning and a third yesterday. So maybe we'll try to avoid using him unless we absolutely have to. Here is our lineup. Again, another lefty. I think 4 of the Red Sox starters are lefties. And the only starter that is a righty is their number 5 starter, which I don't know if we're going to see him tomorrow or not. So, regardless, we have Mickey Hatcher listed as tired and Sweet Lou listed as tired. So, Sularz will play third and Wags will be in there at second. Another game off for Greg Brock and Murray at first. We moved him up in the lineup. We're trying some different things with Murray. He is really struggling right now. Hasn't had a hit in forever. Here is the lineup rundown for the Boston Red Sox. Today, batting leadoff in center field is Shelle Tarver. Batting second at second base is Marty Barrett. Batting third at third base is Wade Boggs. Batting cleanup and DHing today is Clint Hurdle. Batting fifth in right field is Ivan Calderon. Batting sixth in left field is Jim Rice. Batting seventh at first base is Dave Stapleton. Batting eighth and catching is John Stearns. And batting ninth, playing shortstop, is Roy Smalley. Okay, we'll take a look at Tom Filer. He had a horrible outing his last time. I'm losing some faith in this guy. Let's just skip right to the game log. He went 1 2/3 innings, giving up 4 runs on 7 hits. Throw a walk in there and no strikeouts. This guy's had 3 strikeouts in his last 3 starts. He has not won a game since July 2nd. Ouch. He had a couple good starts in there. I mean, some that are reasonable, like the start against the Yankees where he went 6 and gave up 3, and then Kansas City was 7 and gave up 2. So we know he has it in him, but as a number 5 starter, I mean, we need you to eat up some innings, and he hasn't really been able to do that. And I don't know what to expect today against this lineup with a bunch of power lefties in there. There's the Tigers' defensive alignment. It's great having Sularz in there at third, but Wags at second base is below average, kind of playing out of position. Okay, here is Shelle Tarver leading off, as we mentioned yesterday, leading the team with 19 stolen bases. And Tarver flies out to right. That's Dawson back in right field today. 1 out, Marty Barrett, a ground ball to first. And Eddie Murray makes the play. So 2 quick outs. as Wade Boggs steps in, and Boggs hits a grounder that gets past Sularz. Base hit for Boggs. I believe Boggs took an offer yesterday, so he quickly gets back in the hit column, and then Filer walks Hurdle. So this is the part that I get concerned about with Filer. It all sort of falls apart quickly. Hey, there's a nice slider, catching Yvonne Calderon looking. And we keep the Red Sox off the board. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Here is the Tigers lineup rundown. Batting leadoff in center field is Rickey Henderson. Batting second, playing shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting third, playing first base is Eddie Murray. And catching today in the cleanup spot is Lance Parrish. Batting fifth in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting sixth in right field is Andre Dawson. Batting seventh and DHing today is Kevin Bass. Batting eighth at second base is Mark Wagner. And batting ninth at third base is Guy Sularz. Former Tiger Mike Chris on the mound. Chris came over in the deal that brought us Carlton Fisk and Bob Stanley and Gary Hancock, of course, our 1980 team MVP. So he's getting some regular starts now. 16 starts this year, 7-3, 3.65 ERA, pretty solid. 66 strikeouts in 113 innings, and more importantly, only 34 walks. So pretty solid job there. Opponents are batting .264 against him and 4 complete games. He's got more complete games than our entire team put together. Fastball, 92 miles an hour. This seems like a mistake. The more I read it, I'm like, oh man, this guy, he could be in our lineup, right? He could be a number 5 starter. Fastball, 89 rated, and then he's got a slider that's pretty good too, 83. Got a curveball he mixes in, rated overall a 90 at the moment, but he's going to peak somewhere around 95. All of the Red Sox pitchers, including the number 5 pitcher, all have 90 or better current ratings. So there is the Red Sox defensive alignment today. Only difference is Tarver in center, and instead of Freddie Lynn. And here's Rickey Henderson leading off. Henderson batting .328 versus lefties, and he walks. Now, Chris is a lefty. Yeah, it's 71%. I mean, it should be like 81% for Henderson. But I don't feel the confidence in, in sending him. So we're going to hit and run. Let's get him in motion. And there's a base at the left. So that's exactly what we need. First and third. Nobody out for Eddie Murray. Now this is where things get kind of shitty. Eddie Murray, kind of want to keep the flow going, but let's take a look at his log. Look at this. Hasn't had a hit in 6 games, 5 games, 1 in 7 games. So this is a good time for Murray to break out of it. And a ground ball to short. Double play. The run scores. No RBI for Murray. He doesn't deserve it, frankly. 2 down, and then Parrish flies out to left. So a rally killer. We go to the top of the second inning. We have the lead, though. We'll take the lead. 1-0. Here's Jim Rice, Hall of Famer, striking out. 2 Ks for Tom Filer. Next up is Dave Stapleton, a line drive past Wagner at second. Maybe Whitaker might have made that play with his range. Instead, it's a base hit. Runner on first. Here's bad dude, John Stearns. Stearns has a home run in this series as he pops it up onto the outfield grass. Play is made by Wagner. 2 down for number 9 hitter Roy Smalley. Smalley really has stepped right in into the shortstop job over there, batting .313 with 11 home runs and another hit. Stapleton goes to third. First and third now for Shelle Tarver. Tarver, I mean, he does have some home runs. He got 2, but I don't think he's going to hit a home run here. We're going to pull the outfield in so nothing drops in, or at least keep it in front of us. And a base hit past our crappy second baseman. And our defense is letting us down here. RBI single for Tarver, and the game is tied. Next up is Marty Barrett. There's another grounder. The ball is finding Wagner. He makes the play. 4 hits for the Red Sox with that 1 run. It's tied at 1. Bottom of the second. Gibby, Dawson, and the DH Bass is up. Gibson, our hero yesterday, strikes out. 1 down. Andre Dawson up next. Dawson had 2 hits yesterday and got his average up to .218, but more importantly, his OPS is finally to .600. He is now a light-hitting shortstop. That's great. He's no longer in the Mario Mendoza career level as Bass lines out to second. So a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the third. Here's Wade Boggs leading off. Boggs had a base hit first time up. Another grounder to Wagner. This time he makes the play. I'm thinking in my brain, in my thinky parts, that I almost Sularz could play second pretty good. But then who would I have at third? I mean, Wagner is definitely not a third baseman. I don't really have a solution when we have 2 infielders that need rest. And I guess this is just what we have to do, to suck it up for a game. Maybe it costs us. 2 down, and a great job by Filer coming back here in the third and getting a 1-2-3 inning. Let's go to the bottom of the third here. Here's Mark Wagner. We need Murray, Dawson, Wagner, or Sularz to do something today. So, Wagner, average still above 300. Got to give him some credit. He's in a walk year. He's a free agent. And this is the guy that's going to replace him, Guy Sularz. So he will not be re-signed. Oh! Damn it, I want to tell you guys something, but I guess we'll save it for the end of the game. I want to tell you something that I did. If you don't play this game, you probably won't care. But for people who do play baseball Mogul, I think you might find this interesting, and we will quickly cover that when the game's over as Sularz flies out to center. I'm thinking now I should have ran with Rickey Henderson for that stolen base earlier. As Henderson flies out to center. All right. So we're going to the 4th inning. This is where Tom Filer has had the wheels come off the last couple of times. And he gives up a base hit to lead off the top of the 4th. And it was by Jim Rice. So Rice is on first. Stapleton up next. This is a double play possibility. As Rice was running, and he has a piano on his back. He was thrown out easily. 2 out of 3. First time he was caught stealing this year. That had to be a missed hit and run. 0-1 count to Stapleton, who flies out to center. With 2 down, John Stearns steps in. There's hit number 6. So Filer throwing a lot of pitches at 53 pitches as Smalley hits a grounder to Wags. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 1-0. 1 hit for Detroit. This is the guy that did it. Alan Trammell on the hit and run. Striking out this time around. And here we go once again with Eddie Murray. Oh, Murray walks. That's going to bring up Lance Parrish, who, if it was last season, I would have already exclaimed that this was a double play. But he's actually staying on the double plays this year. There you go. A gapper into right center field, and Parrish has his team leading 18th double for the Tigers. Murray on third. One down. A sac fly is not going to get it done. We're going to need Gibby to come through here. And he hits lefties pretty well. He had a homer against the lefty yesterday. Ground ball to short. Murray going home and scoring. RBI for Gibson, and Parrish. A couple of slow pokes with some smart base running. So Parrish is on third for Dawson. And, you know, that walk by Murray was all the difference in that one. So good things happen when you get on base, folks. 2-1 Detroit. We're going to the top of the fifth. Bunch of lefties due up. This is definitely where, if it was later in the ball game, Filer would be hit the showers. But we're going to have to try to get through one more inning here, at least, as Tarver grounds out to first. One down. Here's Marty Barrett. Barrett base hit into right. Hit number 7 for the Red Sox. Runner on first then for Boggs. I don't feel good about the ground ball to third. Double play. Nope. No dice, as the only play was to first for Sularz. His double play combo, again, would have been Wagner on that. Now, do we walk Hurdle to get to Calderon? I mean, I think we should, actually. But it is only the 5th inning. And even if he hits a home run, we're only down 1. I feel like we're going to score. Farging ice holes as Hurdle gets a base hit. And it's tied to 2. So, like, you know, Boston has a terrible bullpen, which we saw yesterday. So if we could just get to the bullpen, we'll get some runs. Ah, crap. Filer's not going to get through the 5th. He's got nothing right now. 8 hits. He's given up 8 hits and 2 walks. That's a whip at 2 if he gets the next guy out, which is Hall of Famer Jim Rice. Admittedly not having a good season. And he jams him inside. Strike 3. Gives up just the lone run. It's tied at 2. And we're going to the bottom of the 5th. We need to strike here as Bass crushes it to center field. 393 feet. That's not good enough. 1 out. Here's Wags. Wags. A little too soon on that one, pushing it to right. 2 down for Guy Sularz, and Sularz a ground ball to second. Shoot, I didn't notice how many pitches Chris was at. We go to the top of the 6th. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Player of the game so far for Detroit. Nobody deserves it. Okay, we got righty. So let's see if we can get a couple more outs here. Stapleton. Fly ball into left center field from Dave Stapleton. There's 1 down. John Stearns up next. Oh, jabbing him with a slider. Was that in the 80s? No, it wasn't even 80 miles an hour. Throwing him the soft stuff. And with 2 down, Roy Smalley hits a grounder to Trammell. So, I mean, not the worst performance of the season for Tom Filer. That'll probably do it for him, as Tigers trying to get him the win as Rickey Henderson pops up. to second. Barrett makes the catch. One down. We need a long ball here. There's a base hit from Trammell. So he's in the early lead for player of the game. Now, damn it, this is the conversation we were having yesterday. A 60% chance we need him at second base. And Tarver, not an everyday center fielder, with a poor arm. We got to go for it. We're tied, and he is safe. So a double for Trammell, a rarity, number 12 on the season. One hit away from 100 hits this year. Okay, opportunity for Eddie Murray. And they walk him again. This one felt like it may not have been intentional, but they pitched around and set the double play with Lance Parrish up. Parrish batting .326 versus lefties. Had a double earlier. We're going to swing away. Oh, base hit to right field. That should score Trammell. Yes, it does. Tigers have the lead. We are not going to... It's 80%. That feels like a yes, but it is Eddie Murray. We have the lead. Let's give Gibby an opportunity to do something special here. A couple of slow pokes on the base pass. Gibby strikes out. Okay, well, not a double play. At least we're going to push it to Andre Dawson. Anybody in the bottom of the lineup is due. Come on. Come on! You son of a bitch. He did work him for quite a few pitches as Dawson strikes out. But we do have the lead. We go to the seventh, and now we got some lefties up. So good job by Filer. We're going to pat him on the back instead of putting a pink slip in his locker. We're going to bring in George Capizzello. His arm still works. So he's going out there. Look at this guy. He's all-star this year. 49th appearance. 6 wins in relief. 0.84 ERA, 53 innings pitched, career high, 37 Ks. Opponent's really batting .204 against him. He gets lefties and righties out. Fastballs, tops out 93, rated a 94. So we have to shut down the Red Sox here in the seventh. As Tarver flies out to center field, there's one down. Next up is Marty Barrett, batting .348 versus lefties. Skies it to left. There's 2 down. Okay, this is going to be the tough one now. Boggs is 0 for 4 in his career against Cappy. Cappy owns him. Suck it, Boggs! Boggs strikes out. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Bass, Wagner, Sularz up. Now, Chris is at 90 pitches. He could probably go 120. So, I mean, he could finish out this game. No wonder he's got 4 complete games. Bass popping it up. Nothing from the bottom lineup. Not a daggum thing. 2 outs. And Sularz, a number in front of the plate. Beat it out. You suck. So Sularz, a little nubber that Stearns tosses him out. We're going to have Cappy throw to Hurdle. Hurdle with his 178 batting average. Ooh, I didn't think he was going to get a piece of it, but he did. Flying out to right. Another stellar performance. Look at that ERA, 0.82. You know his day is coming, though. It isn't going to be long, and he is going to probably get lit up. Okay, so here's Dave Smith coming in. He's been great for us. He had that 1 4-run outing in which We were shorthanded that day. We pushed him through, and he did not perform. So we go to the top of the eighth. Dave Smith is in the ball game. Here is Ivan Calderon, the only Red Sox without a hit today. Ground ball to Trammell. I almost thought that was going to get through, but Trammell's got range. You can count on him booting it, but he's going to get the most. You hit it in his zone. And that's it. As Rice grounds it right back to Dave Smith. Okay, we go to the bottom of the eighth inning. Tigers are up 1. Mike Chris is still in there. Here's Rickey. Rickey leading off. I cannot believe we have not got around on this guy yet. As Henderson pops out to short. Next up is Trammell, probably our player of the game. I guess Parrish has the game-winning RBI. Oh, there we go. A double for Trammell off the wall. A triple. Put him on third. That is his third triple of the season. He's got a double and a trip. And a base hit. He needs a home run for the cycle, right? In fact, he's got it in order. He's got a single, a double, and a triple in order. Okay, so they're pulling the infield in, as they should. All we need Murray to do is hit it to the outfield. Give us a sac fly. Give us a cushion. Oh, that'll get it done. Good job, Murray. Murray's got a couple walks, a sac fly, and a run scored on a double play, I guess, or something. So he's had productive at-bats, all 4 at-bats. It's 4-2 as Trammell scores. Here's Big Wheel, Lance Parrish. 2 for 3 on the day. Oh, man, if he would have ripped a home run right there, I would have handed the player of the game right to him. Instead, Tigers tack on a run. We go to the top of the 9th inning, and it's time to bring in Le Closer, which is French, for the last guy. And that's Roger Weaver. Weaver, Stapleton, Stearns, Smalley. If it gets past him, we're going to bring in Rucker to close it out. Let's hope it doesn't get to that. Nothing we can do defensively to improve under the circumstances. Ground ball base hit, son of a bitch. Stapleton on first. And John Stearns is up. This guy, he could put it in the seats. There's a number back to Weaver. Turn and fire to second. That's what he does, but he cannot turn the double play. 1 down. Here is Roy Smalley. And Smalley popping it up to second base. And we're playing the odds, folks. That's what we do here. We're going to bring in Rucker to get the final out. Now, if he walks him and it gets to Barrett, then we're in trouble. But I don't think it's going to happen. We got 2 run leaders. We're going to guard the lines. We don't need to guard the lines. Ground ball to first. Eddie Murray steps on the bag. That is a good job by me. Butt slaps and handshakes. Sloppy steaks after the game. Tigers win 4-2. Let's take a look at the standings. Damn Yankees. Hanging in there. 4 games back. Tigers, first American League team to 70 wins. Seattle, 3.5 games back. Look at the White Sox, 6 games over 500. They deserve a little bit of a pat on the back. I think I said earlier in the year, they're the most boring team in the American League. And they've put it together. Okay, hey, let me show you what I did. This is maybe where some of you might want to tune out. Maybe I'll just be talking to myself. But I'm going to show you. So, like, free agents. So I went through last night, and I added player cards to everybody who's a free agent. Because a lot of these guys are either draftees like this Ken Jackson. So I added a player card. I was just looking for something to do. Anyway, you take a look here and you see that, like, there's John Mayberry, who played for us this year, on this team. Well, he can't really play first base anymore at a everyday player level. And I'm like, well, if you can go in here and you can change their, if you edit the player, you can change their position. So let's take a look here real quick. So I went into this edit stats area here, and I went down to here, and I'm like, veteran position, click on that, and look what they have. They have a designated hitter position for a veteran player. So we're going to leave him as a DH. Maybe he can catch on with an American League team in a DH role and not have to be a defensive liability. And maybe that gets him a job in an everyday lineup. So now I would never do this for a player actually on a team in the middle of the season. I don't like to screw with it. It just is not right. But I did do that for all of the sluggers who have lost, who are no longer on a team. Al Oliver played for several more years. There's Bobby Bonds and Bob Watson, Rick Monday, Bernie Carbo. His career was over at this point anyway, but you get the point. There's a lot of players here that could still be useful. Tony Armas. Now, I did not make him a DH because defensively, he is still awesome. I mean, he should be on a team. I did give him a card, though. Anyway, so I'm just saying that's what I did. And we'll see if anything comes of that. I'll let you know. Let's take a look at transactions. And, sorry, son of a bitch. I was actually, I was working on putting the player cards in. Okay, so Roger Holt of the Yankees, a AAA player, out the rest of the season with a broken elbow. Okay, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe. Hit the little like button. If you're not a subscriber, get in there. Subscribe. We have contests for our subscribers. I gave away a Mickey Mantle autograph. I gave away a Raleigh Fingers autograph. I gave away a Corey Seager rookie card autograph. I mean, I gave away a bunch of crap that you probably would like to have in your collection. Even if you just turn around and sell it. What do I care? It's yours. But there are only 4 subscribers. So at any rate, look at what we got going on here. We had 5 hits. 3 were from Trammell and 2 were from Parrish. Now, Parrish had the game-winning RBI. I think we're going to give it to Trammell. He had a double and a triple. What a weird box score, right? I mean, that's pretty damn crazy. I mean, Eddie Murray almost deserves a participation trophy. He did something today, which is more I can say for these screw-ups. But we won the ball game. Tom Fowler pitched very solidly, gave up a ton of hits. He goes to 5-2. Dave Rucker throws 1 pitch, gets 1 out, gets his 14th save. Mike Chris, his 5th complete game in a loss. That's a hard luck loss. He's 7-4 on the year. So that's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow with game 3 of the 3-game series. Until then, everyone, have a great night.